biggest sports story this past week so far has been around Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm. This feels like, was it the monkey paw curl, where it's like you ask for something and then you get it and you be like,
this isn't exactly what I wanted. And it's been the leading story because I'm blanking on her name. Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter.
I thought it was Kennedy.
Oh, it's CH.
I think it's pronounced.
It's Kennedy. It's still Kennedy though, which is
yeah. But she I love our people. She pushed Caitlin Clark, blindsided her, kind of like
give her a hip
shoulder checked her when Caitlin was just waiting for the ball.
She did some floppage though.
Caitlin. Okay, let me not jump the shark here. Mm-hmm. So the conversation has been around the foul and how hard it was, and it was like a whole bunch of discourse about the WNBA and how Caitlin Clark's not being treated right, and how there's jealousy, and just so many other things besides the actual game or basketball has been the topic of conversation when it comes to the W.
Yes.
I say all of this to say. It's all publicity, good publicity. Because for years we've been saying, "Hey, man, we should get more attention. They should talk about more." Blah 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 blah. Now they got a segment where they leading off First Take. It's not about basketball, but it's about the W. Right. Is all publicity good publicity?
In this moment, yes.
I'll say yes.
I think in the long run it will be, but this is annoying as fuck.
I think that's a great answer.
It's very annoying, absolutely.
But it's a lot of eyes still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more eyes than it's been.
Right. And to be fair, like, this is how the NBA is covered. So it's not even, there is a lot of sexism involved, but like the way that they're being covered isn't necessarily like, oh, well, we'll pay attention to women's basketball, but only the soap opera aspects of it. It's like, no, that's what they pay attention to in the NBA too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair.
But do you think, like the Caitlin Clark story, right? Do you think that because of like she's going through like trial and tribulation, or she's going to have like her redemption and it's going to be like this huge payoff? Do you think that
before Triple H write it?
Hey, I'm just saying, like that's damn near like what's going on, because
WWE,
like she's on a horrible team, like of course because she was the number one pick, of course she's going to be on a horrible team.
Year before that,
So it's just like, I don't know.
Here's the wild part about them being. I was thinking about this earlier. If they stay as bad as they've been, like they was last year and this year, next year they can probably get Paige buckets.
Jesus, that's my girl.
They would have Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and Paige Buchers on one squad. Paige. That would be crazy.
That's a good thing.
But they coach can't coach a damn though.
Hey, whoever it is, they got to be there next year.
She definitely out of there, fam.
But I think somebody put it in the chat and I was going to reply, but I think I deleted it. People don't mind physicality.
It's all
blood sports have been around forever.
But when women do it,
but it's because it's women.
When women do
it, they don't want their women. But
it's always been physical. If
they don't care,
if y'all was watching the W, you would know that it's always been physical. Yes. This ain't nothing new. What's happened to Caitlin Clark? They do this.
It's actually toned down.
Yeah.
Tarasi used to fuck up Kelsey.
It was like the W was way more physical than the NBA. It's always been like that. If y'all wasn't just starting to watch now, then you would fucking know.
And
like this ain't nothing new.
When new eyes come,
there's always opinions.
You're going to have to rehash some old conversations, and they have to understand the flow of things. So like, to Eric, I think Eric summed it up perfectly. Like in the long run, it's good for the W. It's showing the interest in the sport. But right now, it is annoying.
Yeah, it's mad. It's super annoying.
In a large part because
she was fighting.
It's not just basketball, and basketball isn't even just basketball and NBA, because we know what helped expand the league, which was Magic versus Larry. It was race involved in that. There is race involved with Caitlin Clark. And you can race in America. That's going to be a big topic. It's always going to be there.
Always.
And that's an aspect of it. You have the actual sexism aspect of it, because it's women performing in sports and people act like women should always behave a certain way. When they don't, then it's a problem. There are so many different layers, and I think a lot of the conversation, sexual orientation, a lot of the conversation has lacked nuance or lacked people understanding that more than one thing can be true at the same time. Yes, there can be some players jealous of Caitlin Clark. Yes, there can be some players who are grateful that she's, bringing the spotlight onto the game so they can make more back. yes, it can be true that some people won't like Caitlin Clark just because she's white. I've seen it on social media, and there are some people who like
who only like Caitlin Clark
because she's white.
Exactly. So like, it's a lot of nuance in it. Overall, like UNW talked about is cool. There are some things where I'm like, we've made it because people are being annoying like they are with the NBA. So
people do not know what the fuck they're talking about.
Shells in the comments point out they gave Candace Parker hell, and that's been floating
around. And she
won
MVP for her rookie year.
But she also got into a fight with what was that, Plannette Pearson in Detroit at the Palace. That motherfucker known for some scraps, bro. But her rookie year, she was really swinging. Like
she was really busting ass.
Just got knocked down at the free throw line like a week and a half ago.
I think all of it is annoying, but the most annoying part of it for me so far has been like the notion that they need to be grateful for Caitlin Clark and treat her differently.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like as opponents. It's like
that's nuts.
What like what are you talking about? Like that would be like, like when LeBron came in, it's like, oh, this is the next Jordan, so King
ice.
It's all right. Let him get a shut off. That's what we're here to watch. It's like no. You gotta earn the respect in the league, and I bet you Caitlin Clark will because she's a great basketball player.
She's gotta get stronger.
Like, think about the fact that these are women who this is their livelihood.
Yeah.
They've been in the W for years at this point. They've been putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to build this league to a point where she can kind of take it to a next level.
Yeah, exactly.
It's respectful.
But like all they're hearing is, oh, Caitlin Clark, she the greatest women's basketball player of all time. Caitlin Clark gonna come in and dominate. Caitlin Clark gonna do this. Caitlin Clark gonna do that. These women are competitors. And like all they're hearing is fresh meat. And so like they're gonna make it a point to play as hard as possible against her to prove to other people like, no, this shit ain't sweet. No,
she ain't finna
this ain't college anymore. It's going to be difficult.
You
and she's gonna have to figure it out. And I think that's fine because that's the expectation that we've had for male basketball players forever.
Or another comparison, if they did said that about Reggie Bush. Oh, don't hit him so hard. Reggie been like one of the best.
That's the highlight.
Like he got smoked, boy. Smoked. That's one of his highlights too. Like no, bro. Like you're playing at the highest level.
Competition is there.
The league is full of everybody who is just as cold. May not be as cold as you breaking college records for the most points and shit, but everybody was cold in their own right. You're going against a league that cut first round picks because they so cold. Like they're not gonna be nice to you. Come in and prove why all that shit that they're giving you. Yeah, you may not want that attention, but guess what? You earned it.
And then one more
played thing. For it.
It's like everyone in the W is playing for the love of the game. They're obviously not playing for the money because they're not really getting paid nothing. And that's real talk. Like they're all competitors. Like they want, like this is what they want.
You ain't wrong. So shout out to the W.
Yeah, shout out.
It's been some good games though.
Yeah.
Commissioner's Cup. That Chicago versus Indiana was a really good game.
I've been seeing some people be like, I didn't know who Alyssa Thomas was, but she cold. Like that's
Thomas been cold.
Like that's the but like that's the exposure. Like they tuned into that game to watch Caitlin, and then they saw Connecticut. Like, who's DJ Day Carrington? Who's DeWanna Bonner? Like they cold. Like
once they start getting in a gambling bag, once they start betting heavy,
boy,
it's gonna get ugly.
It just helps. It helps with the names.
Yeah.
I do want to say shout out to Asia Wilson, by the way. She is averaging dang near 27 points and 13 rebounds a game.
She ridiculously cold. Like watching her hoop is like
Enrique's right behind her, like 26, right? Ain't she?
I know she's top.
She was leading the league for a minute.
Enrique is right behind her. Because she was leading the league until I think recently, like a few weeks ago.
She had like a 3 for 20 something.
Enrique's in first right now, 26.6.
414.
And Asia's at 26.5.
414. She be cooking for him.
My aces need.
She been doing that
the
too.
Point guard back because
Chelsea Gray needs to heal up soon.
Please.
Heal up.
What soon. They already lost twice already, and they didn't lose 2. What? How many did? I don't remember. But yeah,
a player that got on my watch list from me paying more attention to the games this year as well. De'Arca Hambry.
Oh yeah, Hambry.
But this is also a breakout year for her. She been cooking.